Welcome to my channel. My name is Kinga and I started making YouTube videos just for myself and my friends to document how I'm reinventing myself and my whole life after divorce. And in this video, I want to share my thoughts with you on relationships that come to an end and to help you understand how relationships can never fail, even if they end. And if you like, this video, or if you feel like whatever I'm saying resonates with you, just give it a like or share it with your friends. If not, just click next. Why do we look at relationships that have ended as failed relationships? Like, do relationships have to last forever in order to be meaningful and to have an impact and an important place in our lives? I don't think so. I look at relationships as meaningful connections, temporary get-togethers, meetings, co-creations, coexistence of two or more souls during their human experience, and temporary because even our life on earth is temporary, so nothing here can be forever. Apart from that part of you that I believe never dies, your soul. I think that every relationship has its purpose, regardless of its length and reasons for ending. And it's up to us to find the meaning, the purpose in each relationships we had. Why is it good to find it? Because if we find a purpose behind them, it will give us a better feeling thought, through giving meaning to its existence. And if we find a meaning behind it, it will help us concentrate on the fact that we have gained something and not lost. Loss just leaves us feeling empty. I mean, just the word loss alone has this negative vibe. It calls for grieving and sadness. But it's up to us which narrative we choose. Are we looking at the positive or the negative aspect of this temporary connection we had? And if we can choose, why not choose the one that feels better, right? So again, do relationships ever fail? No, I mean, they might end and they might transition into something else like friendship, or they may completely disappear from our lives, but they all serve a purpose. So they can never fail. They all help us collect more data on what we don't like and do like, what kind of a person we are, how we operate in a relationship, what our weakness is, what our strength is, how are we good or not good at expressing our love, what our insecurities are, what triggers our unhealed childhood trauma in us, what those traumas are, and what issues we still have left to deal with, what kind of a person is best suitable for us. The list is endless. Relationships can bring us so many informative, eye-opening details, and if we are good at looking at them, observing them, understanding them, they can teach us so much. And you either learn and evolve, or you have to repeat. Meaning, if you find yourself in the same negative pattern, if your relationships end for the same reasons, if you always fail with the same things, and if you always fall for the same type of guy who treats you the same way, then you still haven't recognized something. You still haven't learned everything you were supposed to learn. So you get to get another round, for educational purposes. And it's not punishment from the universe. I don't believe in punishing gods we have to fear. I don't believe in negative forces interfering with our lives to teach us something. I believe that the source energy that we are from and we are still connected to is only good and loving. And I believe that we choose to experience certain lessons for our own benefit. And even when we suffer and feel pain, that happens in our best interest, to help us grow. But it's not like there's an intention from some outside force behind every negative happenings to make us suffer. Because what happens to us is something that we actually call up on ourselves, something we attract to our reality. Because what happens to us, how others treats us, our surrounding and our relationships with others are a clear indicator of what's going on inside us, how we feel about ourselves, what we think we deserve, what our vibration is in general, and as in how we are feeling about things. We have total control over our reality. Let me repeat that. We have total control over our reality. This can be scary or empowering, again, depending on how you choose to look at it. But nothing is happening to us. It's us who choose our thoughts, as long as you don't live on autopilot mode, and our thoughts induce certain feelings in us, and our feelings our vibe, our energy, the electromagnetic field that we are broadcasting is what we are attracting back to us. It's like setting your radio tuner to the frequency of the channel you want to listen to. So again, relationships cannot fail. They all serve us. They are here to teach, and we learn and evolve through human interactions, and romantic relationships especially provide the biggest and most versatile playground for us to learn and evolve, because they trigger us the most, they bring the biggest challenges to us, they feel the hardest to figure out at times, until one day we understand that it's not relationships we have to figure out, it's ourselves. Now, I get a bit frustrated when people around me or people I talk to refer to my marriage as a failed relationship, because I feel it's disrespectful. I feel that, just because we got divorced, I don't see it as a relationship that has failed. But I guess that all depends on how you define, a successful relationship. Like, to me, the fact that we had a great 7 or 8 years together, we were a great team, we have grown a lot, we did some amazing stuff together, I understood my needs better, makes me think of it as a successful relationship. It had a huge impact on me, my personality, and everything I am today. I had to leave because I wanted something else, something more, and I became that match to what I wanted. And what I had back then was not matching me anymore. So the change was necessary and inevitable. It was time for me to move on and say, hey, I'm finally ready for my next chapter, my next partner. My next chapter where I'm going to have different needs than I had like 10 years ago. I think that instead of looking at the length of a relationship to determine its success, we should look at how far we have come as individuals during our journey together, what we learned and how we changed compared to how we were in the beginning of the relationship. But most importantly, looking at the amount of joy we felt, during the relationship instead of how long it lasted is what should define the success of a relationship, I think. So looking at what we got instead of what we lost. Even the best relationships can come to an end, and the secret is to know when that end has come and be able to acknowledge it and end it in the most loving way possible. Ending a relationship with anger, resentment, fights can also indicate that we have unresolved issues in us. We blame the other for some shit. We think we chose the wrong person. But in reality, we attracted that person who matched our vibration at the time we attracted that person. So instead of blaming that person, how about looking inside and changing ourselves? It could also be that, we or that other person has lost their connection with their higher self in the process, like they lost their balance, their alignment with their true self, resulting in confusion, negative emotions and energy, and that just wasn't conducive to our union anymore. I know that not every marriage and divorce is as peaceful as ours was, but I believe that every relationship has the potential to help us grow and learn. There's a reason behind every marriage, every divorce, every come together and every separation. We just have to find it and appreciate it. And if you do, your relationships will never fail. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more, click the subscribe and the bell button, and hope to keep in touch. Take care. Bye.
If you want a more intimate content and daily communication, please go and join my Facebook group called Kinga, Kremer and Friends.